Hello. I am so excited to be coming to you today for our very first in a series of, I'm not sure how many yet, a series called Charlotte Mason Curriculum Chats, where I'm going to be coming live to you and sharing some of my favorite Charlotte Mason curriculum. I have been homeschooling for 20 years. I don't even know how that went by so fast, but trust me, it did. And the funny thing about it is that the majority of those times I learned about Charlotte Mason within our first year. Just a few months in, I came across it when I was unhappy with the curriculum that we purchased. And we meaning me. That was all on me. But at the same time, I got to the point where I truly 100% fell in love with the ideal of the philosophy of Charlotte Mason. And so I dug in and we started to embrace some of the actual methods of Charlotte Mason in our very first year of homeschooling. It looked pretty messy, I have to admit, but there was no one around me that was talking of Charlotte Mason, that even knew what Charlotte Mason was. And that was long before the days of internet being part of our life a lot, and definitely long before Pinterest and Facebook. So it was pretty much out there on my own, and it felt very lonely. But at the same time, I really had inside me a peace that this was what I was supposed to be doing with our children after a lot of consideration and reading on the topic. So we've never turned back. That first year, we embraced a lot of the method. The second year, I committed to being focused on adding as much as I could into our Charlotte Mason and into our homeschool with the Charlotte Mason way. And it probably took me for sure that first year, full year of homeschooling. So that was homeschooling year 2000 that we implemented it a lot. We completely committed to it. And by the second year of my full Charlotte Mason, I called myself a follower of the Charlotte Mason way because honestly, it was everything to me. It definitely was something that I was seeing fruits of. Our children was enjoying it. Our home felt peaceful. And it was helping me get along with a lot of things in life that I needed as a mother. So I want to come to you today and just give you a quick idea of what my Charlotte Mason year was like this year, and share with you what I am calling my favorite, by far, my favorite Charlotte Mason book yet. In 20 years, I have accumulated a whole lot of books, and I have gotten rid of a lot of books in that amount of time because, it takes a while to really master that skill of understanding what a living book is and to be able to get you to the point of feeling like it works. And so I would find a whole lot of things and collect them at used book sales and sometimes full price. And so, yeah, my bookshelves, I'm sure if you've been homeschooling, especially 20 years like I have, you can really imagine the bookshelves, right? The space, you just keep bringing more and more bookshelves in. But what I have found over the years is I don't need to add more bookshelves. I need to be more selective on my books. So our books have really, really pulled down a lot. So over these Charlotte Mason curriculum chats that I'm going to be coming live over the next several weeks, sharing with you my favorite. You know, when I call them my favorites, they are on my shelf and they have been weeded out and they have stayed. So take it with as much confirmation that I have trusted these books and that I come with a bit of authority on the subject as I've learned the skill of a living book. So without further ado, my favorite book is Elementary Geometry. And by surprise, it shouldn't surprise anybody that, of course, it was from Charlotte Mason, right? This might be why it's my favorite resource. Charlotte Mason wrote this book for students to understand geography. And so maybe it was the fact that I knew it was Charlotte Mason that wrote it that made me feel as though this is my best by far. Here I am rubbing the book. If you don't know anything about me yet, you need to know that when I find a living book, and it definitely is a living book, you'll find me caressing it. I do it all the time at curriculum sales and conferences and stuff. I find a living book and I rub it. So if you see me rubbing a book and you wonder what it is, just know that it's probably a good book for your shelf. Okay, with that being said, I want to tell you a little bit about this book. And I have a link in the comment or in the post. So if you want to check it out on Amazon, it's a very inexpensive book, under $10. And let me tell you, it's worth its weight in gold, because it is the best book ever. So if geography is not your thing, trust me, you'll get it here. So let me tell you a little bit about it. It's a pretty easy book. Okay, very easy. The font's very easy to read. What I love about it is there's poetry throughout. And if you know anything about Charlotte Mason, she loves poetry. She feels that children should have poetry in their part of their homeschooling. This makes it easy. It's right there for you. It's broken up into 41 lessons, and they're short lessons. But you know, we homeschooling moms get so overwhelmed with this method because it looks so different from today's culture of education. But let me tell you, the fact that Charlotte Mason herself wrote this book, we all need to be having this on our shelves, because this is the one we try to emulate. And she's showing us exactly how to teach our children. And I love it. I absolutely love it. So this is by far my favorite. So after, it really depends. So sometimes she'll break up a topic into a couple chapters, but at the end of that topic, she actually has questions, okay? So we're used to narration. If you know about Charlotte Mason, we're used to narrations on it, but this particular book has questions. So what is the shape of the world? And give one reason for supposing that the world is round. And so she's guiding us in how to see what our children retained. And she gives us the answers in this. And so it just is a beautiful way to teach our children about geography. And here's what I love. If you have your own, I don't know if I can get it on. So if you have your own like globe stand, I always get messed up with this. If you have your own globe stand at home, you're golden. If you don't, try to find one. I actually got this at a yard sale, and it's really special. My husband bought it for me. We went by it, and I was like, oh, they had a globe. I wanted it. And he went back and got it for me. So you want one that spins. It helps children to just connect. So when you're using this book, you want to have a globe nearby. And as you're going through these lessons, you want your children to actually see and connect and understand and have that firsthand experience with the globe. And, you know, like that first question I showed you that Charlotte Mason asked in here, what's the shape of the earth? If they had the globe nearby, they would understand that it's round. Most places have maps that are flat, right? And so that just makes it more difficult for them. So what we have done is we have brought this into all of our lessons. And he's learned continents, he's learned oceans, he's learned latitude and longitude. He's learned about the different types of water, what they're called. He's learned so much. It's just amazing, the stuff that's in this book. So if you're out curriculum shopping, I really recommend, again, it's less than $10 on Amazon. I shared my link inside, and I really encourage you guys to go get this. Every Charlotte Mason homeschool should have this on their lesson plan. And here's something that you may not know about Charlotte Mason. Charlotte Mason recommends that you reuse a book. If you have a really good book, there's no reason not to reuse it. So we might be pulling this book out again and covering some of the chapters, not all the chapters, but some of the chapters in more detail next year for his 4th grade, because it's really good. And in fact, my 11th grader, there was some activities that I pulled out of my head when we were doing latitude and longitude that my high schooler wanted to do with us. And so he had never done those before. And so we pulled him in on it as well. And I love it anytime you can bring your family in on it. All right, as I close out, I want to invite you to my free Charlotte Mason Planning Workshop. It's actually started right now with the curriculum talk. I actually have a Charlotte Mason curriculum guide that talks to you about how what her curriculum looks like and how do I identify it. And it helps you kind of understand the difference between Charlotte Mason curriculum and today's education curriculum. So you have that clear in your mind. So that's available inside the free Charlotte Mason Planning Workshop. So you're going to want to go ahead and join. And in fact, let me post that link really quick to the Facebook group. So you can go ahead and get in there. And then inside the Facebook group, when you get that free resource, the Charlotte Mason Curriculum Guide, when you get that, you'll also get a series of curriculum curriculum tips in email. So you're actually starting to learn a little bit about Charlotte Mason curriculum. And then I'm going to be coming live over the next couple weeks on this page to share about Charlotte Mason curriculum chats. So I'll be talking about some of my favorite resources. And then June 17th, we start out with the planning workshop where I'll be showing you several aspects within your Charlotte Mason homeschool that you should be planning ahead of time to make it easier for your year, as well as to give you a clarity on how to fit it all in, especially if you have multiple ages of children. I hope to see you inside the group. And until next time, go ahead and check out that book. You will not be disappointed. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.